First the heat, now the haze. Jeremy's out back in that.
Yeah, now we have a two-pronged weather impact alert, Scott. We have the heat still in place in some parts of the southern tier. We'll still have another hot day tomorrow, but adding to the impact is the smoke now. Now, this was in the upper levels of the atmosphere. It was impacting our visibility way high up. Now the smoke has made it to the surface, and this is coming out of Canada and Minnesota and really impacting our air quality here at the surface. I'm trying to look down to the airport and I have a hard time seeing the strip here. So really reduced air quality, and it started around 3:30. Here's a time lapse from 3:30 to now, and you'll really notice the smoke filling in at the surface, that orange glow in the sky as a result of those additional pieces of particulate matter. That's fine parts of ash and soot from those fires now here at the surface, reducing that air quality and making it a little bit harder for those with those in sensitive groups to breathe. And even those who are not part of those sensitive groups might have a hard time breathing tomorrow. So we have the weather impact alert in effect now all day, Thursday and Friday. Tomorrow it's because of the hot temperatures and the smoke, but Friday it's solely because of the smoke. It will continue to linger into Friday. So you got to stay cool and watch out for poor air. Try to spend as much time indoors as possible. Of course, I'm out here, but it's only for about 3 to 4 minutes. You want to limit your strenuous activities outside. Biking, hiking, running. That's when you take a lot of this air into your lungs, and those pieces of soot can get lodged in your parts of your lungs and then can cause you difficulty breathing, maybe some irritation too. Winds are coming out of the north and west, and that's bringing in the smoke. They were stronger earlier in the day. That really brought in the strong plume of smoke, and you can see the reduced air quality from Minnesota all the way into Pennsylvania. Right now, some parts of Minnesota and Wisconsin in that very unhealthy to hazardous range, because that's where some of those fires are originating. But some of this smoke, an even thicker plume, could enter our region tomorrow. Right now our air quality is 170. That puts us squarely in that unhealthy range. That's when you want to limit your time outdoors, keep kids and the elderly inside, and those with cardiovascular disease or some sort of pulmonary illness. It's best to stay indoors with this type of soot in the air. And tomorrow, if not even tonight, we could get into that very unhealthy range. And of course, that's when I'm going to head indoors too. So that plume of smoke that's currently over parts of the Great Lakes region, see this purple color? This could work its way in tomorrow afternoon and degrade our air quality even further. And it looks like it's going to linger into Friday too. I don't see a big pattern change until Saturday that could sweep out some of the smoke. Today, temperatures were hot too. Today was the hottest day of the week, nearing 100 in Williamsport. We had a high of 91, in Scranton 94, in Selinsgrove. I did a check of the numbers. We hit 96 on Tuesday. We hit 97 today. Tomorrow we're forecasting 91, which could make it a 3-day stretch of temperatures at or above 90 in Williamsport. Could make it a heat wave there. Could also make it a heat wave in places like Pottsville, but I think we'll miss the mark tomorrow in Scranton. And of course, we didn't hit 90 yesterday either. In Scranton, we hit 89. That's what you need to make it an official heat wave. It's still hot in Schuylkill County. We have a heat advisory in effect until 8 o'clock because those feels like temperatures are close to 100 degrees. Air quality alerts in effect from Minnesota, the entirety of Pennsylvania, all of New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, a large swath now of New England and the Mid-Atlantic in this air quality alert. There were a few showers and storms earlier in the day. Here in our backyard, we didn't see them, but if you lived in southern Luzerne County, Carbon County, you saw them. Now they've exited, and I don't expect any activity for the next 48 hours. We have this general flow straight from Minnesota into Pennsylvania, so that smoke is going to continue to travel into our region. If you're taking Dusty Bear out for a walk, Trish, please keep the walks short, because their little lungs can get filled with this smoke too. So I have the red paw there. It's not a great night to walk the dog. Maybe just a quick relief on the grass and back inside if they can. Smoke's going to linger tonight and tomorrow, and you can really smell it. As a matter of fact, some of my nostrils are starting to feel a little burnt, because I'm intaking some of the smoke here too. So tonight, no risk of rain anymore. Right now it's showing the clouds, a mix of sun and clouds tomorrow, but it's not factoring in the smoke. The smoke will continue to remain in place Thursday and Friday too. And I don't see it exiting until Saturday. It's gonna be another hot one tomorrow. Temperatures right about 90 degrees for the Susquehanna Valley, which would make it a heat wave. So here are just some tips for extreme heat. You know, spending time indoors, checking in on the elderly. If you have to go outside, keeping those outdoor exposures short. And if you're someone who works outside, tomorrow would be a really good day to wear a mask, an N95 mask, to keep the particles out of your lungs, since that air quality could extend into the very unhealthy range. We have the weather impact alert, Scott, in effect for Thursday and Friday. Saturday brings showers and storms that should clear out some of the smoke, and Sunday looks better of the 2 weekend days with no risk of rain and sunnier skies by the afternoon.
All right, Jeremy. Thank you.
You got it.